Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
Ooh, we got a series now. The Indiana Fever. Even up the series with the Las Vegas Aces, 90-89. Thank you, Aliyah Boston. Thank you, Aliyah Boston, for coming to the party. I guess you must be heard. All of us was talking about you, how you need to play better, how you need to dominate in the paint. Yeah, Stephanie White, great job of going through Aliyah Boston. That's what we've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Not through Kelsey Mitchell, not through Odyssey Sims, not through Natasha Howard, through Aliyah Boston. You go through Aliyah Boston in Game 5, you will be in the WNBA Finals. Make no smoke about it. Yeah, the Indiana Fever did have an advantage in this game. Yes, the referees. But guess what? I could care less. You know why? Because how many times when the Indiana Fever has played in games and they don't even get the benefit of calls? So now all of a sudden they get these they get calls in this game and it's an issue. But guess what? It happens like that in sports. Some get all the calls and some team won't get the calls. And guess what? It was an Indiana Fever turn. But nevertheless, I ain't going to even focus on the referees. I'm going to focus on this game. Stephanie White, I'm going to give you that much credit this game. You know why? Because you did something very, very important. You set Odyssey Sims when she needed to be set. You set Natasha Howard when you need to be set. But there was sometimes Natasha Howard needed to be out of the game a little bit more. KK, you brought her in early. You brought Bree in early. You brought Petty in early. Petty, I'm gonna give you a lot of credit because you was a little X factor in the first half. You went on a 5-minute run that gave us 7 points. Now, Ariel Powers did come in for a little bit for Lexi to give her a little breather, but Ariel Powers, you know, she does what she does. I'm not gonna beat up on her. Everybody else seems like they want to beat up on Ariel Powers. She's not getting playing time. Either she's in Stephanie's White doghouse right now, and that's why her play is not being efficient enough. But I do believe Ariel Powers is gonna come around. So, but nevertheless, Kelsey Mitchell, you wasn't a shot jacker this game. You pretty much played within the flow of the game for the first time in a while. You know, I still, you know, but I think if Stephanie White does what she did today, they will be in the finals. Period. I don't care about no referees. I don't care about them going back to Vegas. They already beat that team in Vegas. Matter of fact, they beat them this year. They beat them. At the end of the day, the players got to go out and play. Leo Boston, I have to give you a lot of credit. I'm giving you the biggest credit this game. Lexi Hall, still the MVP of this game. Still the MVP of this game, man. Because the fact of the matter is, this girl lays it on the line. 7 points, 7 rebounds, steals, assists, blocks, does it all. Does it all on the floor. You can't tell me that that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at the end of the day, dang it, I got the wrong one up. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. People think that the Indiana Fever can't win. They can't win. They can't beat the Vegas Aces. I'm gonna tell you, they're going to beat the Vegas Aces. They're going to beat the Vegas Aces. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna beat the Vegas Aces at home. I promise you that. I see it coming. To see the Aces should have. They should have did. They should have beat the Fever. They should have beat the Fever. Got rid of them. The pressure's on them now. Asia Wilson had 31 points. 9 rebounds, three assists, 4 blocks, 4 steals, 3 blocks in that game, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. She had a good game. We shut down Alyssa Smith. That was another key factor. She had 22 minutes. She had 5 personal fouls. She had 8 points in that game. Chelsea Gray, she had 5 turnovers or 2. She had five fouls, and she had 4 steals, and she had 9 assists, but she had 12 points. They still have pretty good production. Jackie Young, she didn't have that 25 points. You shut her down to about 16 to 18. That's how you beat them. She had 9 assists as well in that game, and she had 5 fouls. So you had the majority of the Aces in foul trouble in this game. Then you had Mega Gustafson, who came in that gave you 4 fouls. Also, Jewel Lloyd, still a no-show, 6 points in this game. She played 32 minutes and didn't give you jack. The Fever, everybody was in a plus-minus except for Bree Turner, Shea Petty, and Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard gave you 7 points. 7 points, 3 rebounds. I could live with her 7 points. If you gonna tell me I could get Aliyah Boston to give me 24 points, only 2 turnovers, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 5 assists, 14 rebounds, yeah, I'll take that all day. Odyssey Sims, who struggled in the first half, but came on later through the game. She came on later through the game. She struggled in the first half, and that's why she got benched by Stephanie White, and Shea Petty took her spot. But she did come on later in the game. I still don't want her to start, though. I still don't. She was 6 for 9, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Kelsey Mitchell, 25 points. She shot 9 for 20. That still ain't good. Shooting 9 shots from 20. That's to me, that's still not bad. That's still bad to me. But she was good from the free throw line. She's 2 for 5 for the 3. She had 25 points. Lexi Hall, who I mentioned earlier, plus 7. Man, she had 4 sevens, plus 7 defensive rebounds, and 7 points. That's a lot of number. But again, she had 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals. Again, she had 5 steals last game. And then she had 1 block, only 2 turnovers, 3 fouls in this game, 7 points. Like I said, Shea Petty came in. She played 16 minutes, but she was 3 for 4 from the field, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. She had 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist, 7 points. She actually outplayed Odyssey Sims this game. To be honest with you, Shea Petty outplayed Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims didn't catch on until later in the game, but Shea Petty did outplay her when she came in, because she was doing things that Odyssey Sims should have been doing as well. So, with that being said, if you look at team stats right here, the Fever shot 44% from the field. There was only 26%. They both shot bad from 3-point line. Vegas was 39%. Fever was 25%. Free throw discrepancy, the Fever shot 26 for 34 from the free throw line. That's ridiculous. The Aces only shot 8 for 11. 8 for 11. But the Fever was 76%. They were 72. Rebounds, we outread them 34 to 22. Assists, they had 22 assists. We only have 14. This area of emphasis, we have to have more assists. We need to have that area lifted up a little bit more. Now, we had 11 steals to theirs. They had 5 blocks. We had 3. We had 15 turnovers. They had 17 points over turnovers. They had 25. We had 16. Still, our turnover still is an issue. And that goes to fact because Stephanie White wants too many people holding the ball. Natasha Howard should never, ever touch that ball at all. She should grab the rebound, kick it out, and then go set up down low or whatever she needs to do. It's crazy. Fast break points, we had 15. That's a good area right there, 15 to 6, because we was running. We got out and started running in the beginning of the game, and that kept the pace up. And to be honest with you, it's like we never lost the lead in the game. Once we gained the lead, we never lost the lead. Now we have 42 points in the paint to their 38. We had 17 fouls. They had 24. So we they had seven fouls more than us. And there was one technical foul, and our largest lead was 10. Well, I mean, if you look at it, let me look at the score again, the box score again. So, Asia Wilson went to the free throw line. She was 3 from 6 from the free throw line. She missed more than she missed some. So she would have went 6 from 6. She would have been 100%. But she did got to the free throw, and then they started trying to get her to the free throw line in the fourth quarter. That's what they tried to do to her. The Fever led every quarter except for the third quarter, but they led the whole game. They never relinquished the whole game. They scored 20 points in every quarter, 23, 23, 21, 23. And the Fever could do that every game, they'll win. They'll win hands down. Me personally, I don't have nothing bad about this team. Like I said, I was kind of like trying to figure out if this team was going to win or not, what they needed to do. I talked about it, and I kept saying Aliyah Boston needed to come to the party at some point in time. And I think now they find a recipe to success. I do believe that Becky Hammond is going to try to adjust to Aliyah Boston, but I think the others have to step up, because guess what? Game 5, winner takes all. This game 5 is going to be another tight game. It's going to be another tight game. It's going to show who wants it the most. You know what I'm saying? It's going to show who wants it the most in this game. But like I say, if they start out with going to Aliyah Boston and allow her to put pressure on Asia Wilson early in the game, or Alyssa Smith, because if they try to, one thing I noticed in this game early on, Becky Hammond was trying to move Asia Wilson off of Alyssa Smith. Off of Aliyah Boston. They was putting Alyssa Smith on her to save Asia Wilson. And then when Alyssa Smith was picking up them fouls, Asia Wilson had to go back to guard Aliyah Boston, and she was taking advantage of her. Then you saw her put Omega Gustafson in as well. So if that's going to be the recipe for Becky Hammond going to Game 5, or putting Alyssa Smith on Aliyah Boston, I will go to Aliyah Boston every time down in that paint and make Alyssa Smith be unvaluable and pick up fouls, and then make Asia Wilson have to guard her. Because I think right now the Indiana Fever and Stephanie White have the recipe to beat them. We just have to see in Game 5. We're gonna drop it in this little press conference right now to see what they're talking about and see what's going down.
From Game 3, how much do you feel like process-wise, offensively, did you guys get tonight? You guys did something different versus just made the things you got from the last game?
Yeah, I think we were the aggressor, and usually when we're aggressive and we move the ball, good things happen for us. We attacked, we put a sense of urgency, and we made the right reads and the right plays. The ball moved really well, and we found the open player, and we got production from multiple players.
Aliyah, the statistical night you have very rare in closeout or elimination games. What were you seeing or feeling out there that you have the night that you had?
Just trying to be aggressive.
Hello? Oh, there we go.
Just trying to be aggressive, post up, seal, focus, and finish, and get to the free throw line.
Steph or Aliyah, did either of you see anything on tape the last couple of games for you specifically to try to get you more looks or better looks, especially as you did in that second half?
Yeah, we watched a lot of film, but I think for me, just working on my positioning, trying to get earlier seals, and so that was the focus for me tonight, and I was able to do that.
Yeah, obviously you were over 7 on Friday. Just what did you do in these 2 days to kind of have a kind of bounce back? What mindset were you coming into this game?
Just leave that game where it is. It's the past. Focus on today. Just didn't change my mindset. Didn't change anything besides just being more aggressive. Making sure we got to beat the ball. Nobody can stop her down there. Love her aggression today. I'm gonna carry it over on Tuesday. keep it going so we can get to the finals.
Steph, what did you like defensively out of that group? It feels like you didn't allow Aces to get into their offense to get as comfortable maybe in that second half.
I liked our activity level. I think our anticipation was better, especially in the first half. Really when the ball moved, we moved and we flooded each side. We got some tips, we got some steals. I just felt like we were much more aggressive. We weren't reacting to everything that they did. We talk about, three things: activity level, anticipation, and being aware of what happens on the floor. And I felt like we did that for most of the ballgame.
Well, you said the other day that this group plays best when they play free. Did you feel like that was the mentality that you had tonight? And how do you take that same approach into game 5?
Yeah, I thought we moved the ball a lot better today. Everyone got to feel it. Everyone got to take their great shots. And I think the thing about us is that we trust everyone to take their shot and take their shot with confidence and trust that it's going to go in. And I think everyone really showed that. I mean, everyone took their shots and knocked it out.
Steph, at the end there, when Kelsey went to the free throw line and the crowd was chanting MVP, what were you thinking watching her close this out, have this performance on this floor in front of these fans after everything she's been through here?
I first and foremost, just an extreme amount of pride for her. She has been through a lot, with this franchise. And the second thing is just, pride in her work and how much work she's put in to position herself to be in this moment. She loves this game. She just wants to play. And I'm incredibly proud of her. I'm thankful that our fans continue to recognize her greatness. And I'm thankful that she decided to come back and join us. Certainly because I have watched Kelsey from afar and have wanted to coach her for such a long time and have enjoyed.
I get tired when they hype up Kelsey Mitchell,
flowers.
man.
Or honestly, before the game, Stephanie said to us that she wanted the team to play with desperation. Did she give you that kind of message too? Did she use that word or something similar to urge you on?
No, it kind of comes with just when she's speaking, it's to the entire team. We take that collectively, individually, and as a group. We knew today was a must-win. Our backs was against the wall, so we got to come out with a little bit more fire than we did on Sunday. Not play relaxed, and especially not let them get on big runs. I think we did a great job today. When they did go on their runs, we minimized them, and we were aggressive defensively, and we were able to come out with the win today.
Honestly, what does it mean to you two after a game like that? Walk off the floor with your son and spend time with him right after?
It means everything. I love my son to death. Everybody knows that. And I'm just happy that he was able to come this weekend. So my heart is full.
All right, so we got Odyssey Sims, Leo Boston, and Stephanie White talking at the post game. But like I said before, guys, they need to let Aliyah Boston be this version of Aliyah Boston today, because I think that is going to help them push them into the WNBA finals. If they do not let Aliyah Boston play this style of basketball going into, she could win her matchup against Alyssa Smith, Asia Wilson, Vivica Gustafson. It don't matter who it is. If they play free and allow Aliyah Boston to cook, they'll definitely punch their ticket to the WNBA finals on Tuesday night. But if they don't, because Becky Hammond is going to try to send bodies at Aliyah Boston, everybody else going to have to try to make shots and everything like that. I'm not worried about Lexi Hall because Lexi Hall is going to bring it every game. But we need Kelsey to play with less recklessness. We need Odyssey to take care of the ball better. We need Natasha Howard stop trying to do too much, even if that's asking too much. So this Indiana Fever team has a golden opportunity on Tuesday night, which will be at 9:30. They have a great opportunity to win this game and punch it in. They take it to the finals. Because if they play like they played in game 3 and game 2, it's going to be a disappointing end on Tuesday night. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next episode, Live Wire Sports, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.